Introduction. Which is that one substance without which survival of life forms on earth would become impossible? Yes, water. Plants wilt and die in the absence of water. Animals and human beings suffer dehydration when their water intake is inadequate. Thus, water is the most important necessity of life. In this lesson, we will learn about this precious commodity in detail. Objectives. At the end of this lesson, you'll be able to list some general facts about water, state the properties of water, list the uses of water, explain the concept of water cycle. Water is essential for the survival of all living things, plants, animals, human beings, and other life forms. It covers 70% of our planet in the form of rivers, ponds, oceans, and streams, making Earth appear blue in color when seen from space. In fact, abundance of water has earned Earth the sobriquet, Blue Planet. Water is tasteless, odorless, and colorless. It dissolves many substances, so it is known as the universal solvent. It exists in nature in three states, that is, solid, liquid, and gas. In solid form, water is known as ice or snow. In gaseous form, water is known as water vapor or steam. But the most common form that water takes is the liquid form. It is in this form that it is known as water. A water molecule is made up of 2 hydrogen atoms and 1 oxygen atom. That is why water is represented by the chemical formula H2O. We use water for various different purposes. On an average, a human being consumes about 60,000 to 80,000 liters of water in his lifetime. Water is used in households for drinking, cooking, bathing, gardening, washing, and cleaning purposes. Irrigation facilities improve agricultural output and help meet the growing demand for food from a growing world population. Irrigation acts as an insurance against the vagaries of nature. Water is also used in industries for cooling purposes. It is used in many industries as a solvent. It is also used to generate electricity. Besides, recreational activities such as swimming, fishing, sailing, and other water sports require water. "97% of the total water present on Earth's surface is salt water, so it is not safe for household, agricultural, and industrial consumption. The remaining 3% is fresh water, 2/3 of which is frozen in glaciers and polar ice caps. That means roughly 1% of all the water on Earth is available for consumption. It is time to check your understanding. Unscramble the words given in brackets to complete the sentences. Have you wondered how, despite consumption of water by living things on Earth for hundreds of years, the balance of water on the planet has been maintained? It is the water cycle which makes it possible. The repeated changing of water in nature from liquid to gaseous form and then back to liquid form is called the water cycle. There are 4 main steps in water cycle. They are evaporation, condensation, precipitation, and collection. Let us try to understand how the water cycle operates. Water in oceans, seas, rivers, etc. gets heated up by the sun and turns into vapor. This process is known as evaporation. Plants absorb water from the soil. They use a part of this water to prepare their food and release the excess water into the air as water vapor. This process is called transpiration. The water vapor rises up in the air, cools and turns into tiny water droplets. These droplets come together to form clouds. This process is called condensation. When the clouds become too heavy, the water droplets in them fall on earth in the form of rain, hail, sleet, or snow. The process is known as precipitation. The water received by earth as rain, hail, or snow goes into the oceans, seas, rivers, and lakes. Now let's know about the water pollution. Like air, water also gets polluted. Look at this river. It is very dirty. It receives sewage from the homes and wastes from the factories. Some people also wash their clothes and throw waste in it. We should not drink this water as it contains germs and may result in diseases. What are its effects? Poisonous chemicals released from factories and industries enter the water bodies, due to which marine life is getting affected. If we consume such fishes, we will also fall ill. Can we control water pollution? The answer is yes. To control water pollution, we should not dispose garbage and harmful chemicals directly into ponds, lakes, and rivers. Summary. Let us summarize what we have learned. Water is essential for life. Water vapor gets added to air by evaporation and transpiration. The water vapor in the air condenses to form tiny droplets of water which appear as clouds. The tiny droplets come together and fall down as rain, snow, or hail. Rain, snow, and hail supply water to rivers, lakes, ponds, wells, and soil. The water cycle is a natural process of circulation of water from the land to the sky and back to the land again.